The Bible is filled with mysteries that raise questions that often don't have answers. During this moment, we will talk about the Nephilim, somewhat mysterious beings who certainly existed in history. What does the Bible say about these beings? What is the position of science regarding the existence of these beings? If these questions have created a certain curiosity in you, stay with us to explore this fascinating subject during this moment of discovery and edification. Note that the term Nephilim implies giant, according to the translation versions. In Genesis 6, the term Nephilim appears for the first time in the Bible. It is written in verse 4. The Nephilim were on the earth at that time, and also afterward, when the sons of God went in to the daughters of men and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown. This passage suggests that the Nephilim were a fearsome and somewhat enigmatic group existing in the antediluvian world. The phrase sons of God has sparked extensive biblical debate, often interpreted as divine beings or descendants of Seth, and their union with the daughters of men produces the Nephilim. Moreover, the Nephilim resurface in the Book of Numbers. In Numbers 13, the spies sent by Moses to Canaan report in verse 33, "We saw the giants there, the descendants of Anak. We looked like grasshoppers to our own eyes, and we appeared like them." This mention underscores the imposing status and fearsome reputation of the Nephilim, helping to characterize them as giants. Several theories attempt to define and understand the Nephilim within the framework of biblical studies. One of the most popular interpretations is that the Nephilim were the offspring of fallen angels and human women, amalgamated to wreak havoc on earth. Others argue that these so-called sons of God were simply exalted humans, perhaps descended from the line of Seth, thus fostering a divine genealogy illegitimately intermingled with the daughters of men from other, perhaps corrupt lines. Biblically, the presence of the Nephilim serves as a narrative precursor to the divinely ordained flood, symbolizing a period of great moral decadence and cosmic disorder requiring divine intervention. Their existence is not simply a historical footnote, but a reflection of deeper spiritual conflicts and human failings that require a restoration of divine order. The Nephilim, as described in biblical texts, occupy a unique and enigmatic position within the context of ancient Jewish history, symbolizing both heavenly rebellion and earthly conflict. They are most prominently mentioned in the Book of Genesis, where they are characterized as the offspring of the sons of God and the daughters of men, suggesting a blending of the divine and the mortal. These beings, often described as giants, are associated with pre-flood violence and, for humanity, with moral corruption. They served as a prelude to the divine judgment executed through the Great Flood. Their immense size and strength likely struck fear into the hearts of ordinary men, reinforcing the gravity of their transgressions within the moral narrative of Scripture. The Nephilim also appear in the Book of Numbers, where they are described in the context of Israel's spying mission into the land of Canaan. The Israelite spies report in Numbers 13 that the land is inhabited by the descendants of Anak, whom they identify as Nephilim, describing themselves as mere grasshoppers in comparison to these colossal beings, as seen in verse 33.